All right, today's video, we should be two separate books, one each per container. The first one we're opening, you can see here, well packaged with bubble wrap. I think it's a 1092 inside of a 1095 priority box. At least I assume that's a 1092 on the inside, because a 1092 fits very snugly in a 1095, and that's, sometimes I'll do a 1092 and a 1095 and put that all in a 17 by 14 by 6 Uniline or Uline, whatever you call it, brown box when I ship out books. I like to double the triple box, typically triple, for that extra layer of protection. You know, some say it's overkill, but if you've ever received a damaged book, hello I have, you know that you'd rather spend an extra minute or two unboxing something and have it come safely and have it arrive safely than someone skims on the packaging and the book comes damaged or the books come damaged. So pretty well securely packaged. This was a purchase off of Instagram, Grail's Comics on YouTube. Matt and AJ are good guys. I've done a lot of deals with them. I've sold to them, I've traded with them, I've purchased from them, and they're consignment folks, so nothing but positive reviews for Grail's, G-R-A-I-L-Z Comics. I think the comics is with an S on the Z. This is a Hulk 181. It's a 3.0, off-white to white pages. Let's see. Hopefully you can pick up. You know, it's dirty. And on the back, there's a lot of tape. I've already reached out to CGC. I'm not going to use the name of the person, but he's the top guy over there. Used to be head grader. Now I think he's a president or vice president. Tape residue could come off. This is probably mold, so I wouldn't touch the mold. I'll probably have the tape residue removed. And, you know, this should get a bump to, I mean, everyone has a different opinion, but, you know, anywhere from 4 up, I would say, 4.0 up. So, happy with that. It is what they pictured it as, so, and I'm not going to say who this came from, but this was a deal with a friend that I've done now in 5 deals, and it is Giant Size X-Men #1, 9.0 white pages. Just a beautiful book. Golly. I'm going to take a closer look myself. I'm going to have to look at the grader's notes to see why it got, I mean, 9.0 is still solid for a square-bound book, but to see why they dinged it. But it's a really nice copy. It's already traded. You know, once I knew it was coming in, I posted on my Instagram, Raleigh Comic Book Collector. One of the folks I've sold to and purchased from reached out and said, hey, I'd love to have it, because I posted, I'm interested in potentially downgrading if someone wants to do cash plus trade. Reach out to me. This gentleman, great guy, he said, hey, I'd love to have this. I have, you'll see in a subsequent video what grade I got and cash, which is very fair, you know. I think he gave me a little bit more value because he was getting a higher grade book, which is what you expect. We're both happy. And when I get the other copy, I may either keep that or trade down to a lower grade. I was going to keep this originally because it matches one of my Hulk 181s and one of my ASM 129, so it'd be cool to have those all in 9.0. But I want to get for Christmas, a low grade copy that my son can display on his bookcase in his room. And I'm not going to obviously give him a 9.0. So somewhere's in the 0.5 to 3.5 range probably for him. And then once I do that, I'll replace this. I'll try to find another 9.0. But again, I've got to look at the grader's notes to see why it got downgraded. It looks really solid. So, but you know, it's always hard to see the spine in the CGC tomb. But you can see that, you know, I don't see any rust at the staples. I don't see any hangover, so the wrap is good. I mean, you can see a little bit of Giant Size X-Men there. So it's not perfect, but it's pretty darn good. So anyway, to recap, 2 Bronze Age Wolverine key books, Hulk 181 and a 3.0, Giant Size X-Men 1 and a 9.0. Thanks, guys. As always, if you see anything you like, again, this is already spoken for. The Hulk 181, I might consider letting go before I have it cleaned and pressed. But let me know. Reach out to me on Instagram, Raleigh, R-A-L-E-I-G-H, comic book collector. Same handle as here. Thanks, guys.